Alright, so this question about the airline is a great question to know because this is one that's going to be on the test. So an airline estimates that 91% of people will actually show up for a flight. So if they overbook it by a couple of people, what's the probability that they'll actually have people show up and want to take those seats? All right, in a situation where they book 76 and they want 74 to show up. All right, so basically what we're concerned with here, what's the probability that 75 people will show up, or the probability that 76 people will show up out of these 76 that have bought a ticket? And that's going to give us this answer. So remember, using complements, what we can do is we can say, well, that's the same as 1, which is the probability that anywhere between 0 up to 76 will show up. If 76 people have bought a ticket, somewhere between 0 and 76 people will show up. So that's a probability of 1. But if we subtract the probability that 74 or less will show up, then we'll get the probability of these, the last two, right? So this is all the probabilities up to 74, and then 75 and 76, they add up to 1. So if we, had the algebra and had this over here, had the 74 or less on the left-hand side, all that should add up to 1. So when we take away the 74 or less, we get the probability of 75 or 76. Remember, this is that idea of complements. All right, so we're going to use our calculator now to go find 1 minus the probability of 74 or less. So remember, that's binomial CDF. Remember, CDF does all the way from 0 up to some number, so in this case 74. So we're going to say 76, 0.91, and then 74. So let me pull out the calculator. All right, so remember, I'm going to press 1 minus, and then I do second bars, and then I go to binomial CDF and do 76, comma 0.91, comma 74, and press enter, and so I get 0.00656. So that's going to round. You see our answers are 3 decimals, so that's going to round up to 0.007. And so see, this is a great scam that the airlines do pull. They actually sold 2 extra tickets that they know they didn't have room for, but they know there's less than a 1% chance that those people will actually show up based off of this probability. And so basically they pocketed an extra $400 or $500 here, perhaps, based on whatever these flights might be, and they made a lot more money and didn't have to fly anybody anywhere. So that's the answer to this question. Again, this is a great one to know because it is on the test.